Apprenticeships are hugely important. For individuals, it's a fantastic foundation on which they can build for the rest of their working lives. For employers, it's the way in which they build the future prosperity of their business. And for the economy, it's the way in which we fuel economic growth. The government's commitment to apprenticeships remains tremendously strong. We know that economic growth requires skills, and apprenticeships is a great way of upskilling individuals, making businesses more productive. So apprenticeships are in a great place, and the money from the government is there to back it up.
I've always had a passion for creating things and timber and stuff like that, so I decided after school that that's what I wanted to do, and I decided that carpentry was for me. A lot of my friends are at uni and do down the academic route. Some of them wish now that they'd done an apprenticeship, seeing what I've done and what I've achieved, and seeing that there is another route available.
First time I met Joe was when he applied for a job within our company. It was the time we weren't going to take an apprentice that year, but due to Joe's enthusiasm and his portfolio he sent with his application for the job, we decided to give him an interview. We could see there was a lot of potential there.
The range of apprenticeships is hugely exciting. There are very few occupations where you cannot find an apprenticeship. So whether it's accountancy, whether it's IT, care, engineering, the choice that's available to young people has never been wider than it is today.
I decided to do an apprenticeship because I had great grades at school, but rather than going to college, I wanted to gain independence, work experience, and I also wanted to earn a salary. My friends, when I told them I was going to be an apprentice, said that I was crazy, that I shouldn't leave school. My teachers told me I was mad, and I've proved all of them wrong because I'm sitting here and I'm doing extremely well in what I do.
We run over a dozen different types of apprenticeships, and these would range from the traditional engineering and construction type programs right the way through to the much more modern customer service and administration types. Shawnee's just completed the program and she's taken up the job of station supervisor, and that's just the first step in a long career for her.
Progression is terribly important in apprenticeships, and the good news is we now have apprenticeships at higher and higher levels, including levels which are equivalent of a university degree. And so you really can go as far as your talent can take you through the apprenticeship vocational route.
I've always been into cars. I knew that's what I wanted to do from quite an early age, and then I started my A-levels, and halfway through the year I was like, this is not for me. So I started scouting around for apprenticeships, did my AES level exams just in case, but then I left and went to work. When I was at school I was just very middle of the road. I was like, well, I'll do enough to get by. But when I started working at Bentley I felt as though I had something to prove. I just finished my apprenticeship, so I've gone into the job role of an electrician, and then I'm also doing my foundation degree, and medium term I'd like to become an engineer.
Charlotte's done exceptionally well in her apprenticeship. It's a 4-year apprenticeship which she finished in 3 years through a lot of hard work. She was very committed to her apprenticeship, and sort of keen to support Charlotte's development onwards after the apprenticeship. We're not necessarily looking for a massive amount of academic ability, it's more about the person. So what we're looking for is an individual that will fit in well with the business. So we need them to be able to communicate well, to be able to fit into a team, and also to have good practical skills.
I think it's never been easier for businesses to get involved with apprenticeships. The National Apprenticeship Service was set up to help you through that process. We will link you up with a local training provider who really wants to work for you and succeed for you, so you can concentrate on getting on with your business and you pull in the training support that you need. And any bureaucracy that's associated with that is taken away from you. It's no different from employing anybody else, and a lot more rewarding. One of the services that we offer, which most employers find really useful, is an apprenticeship grant that is available to employers who are taking on their first apprentice, and that helps them through those first few months when their apprentice is relatively new. In addition, we have our online recruitment service, which enables employers to present apprenticeship opportunities, and that will be seen by hundreds of thousands of people across the country. The apprenticeship website is also tremendously helpful for individuals looking for an apprenticeship. There are about 15,000 vacancies on there at any one time, so it's really much simpler for you to find out about an apprenticeship and choose the right one for you.
This train is now ready to depart. Stand clear of the closing doors, mind the closing doors. I gained on-the-job experience, I gained life skills, and most of all, I really gained my confidence.
You get to earn while you learn. You're actually earning money straight away.
You're out on site straight away. The experience you learn on site with everyone, working with all the other trades, is unbelievable.
we're in an age of austerity, and yet government has found more money each year for apprenticeships, well over £1 billion. That's a serious investment. It shows how committed they are to apprenticeships as their flagship skills programme.
A lot of our work is on listed buildings. It's very difficult to get the right sort of craftspeople to carry out that work. So by training our own apprentices, we can invest in the future.
Apprentices are the lifeblood of the company. They bring fresh new ideas, they have a positive impact on the people that are already here. They come with an enthusiasm and a passion to drive the company forward.
An apprenticeship programme is the way to attract major talent, where massively high retention rates is a pipeline of ex-apprentices going on to ever more senior jobs.
Bentley have been fantastic, and I'm very grateful to them for taking me on in the first place and then continuing to support me through my education.
If you're thinking even a little bit of getting an apprenticeship, definitely look into it. I mean, it's been the best thing that I've done.
I think the most important thing being an apprentice is to take it seriously. You've got to enjoy what you do, but I think it's important that you see what opportunity you've got and you take hold of it with two hands and jump at it with 2 feet, because it's the chance of a lifetime.
There are fantastic benefits from apprenticeships. Apprenticeships work. They work really well for young people, for individuals, and it works incredibly well for employers. Put that together and it works fantastically for the country and for the economy.